Hey, what's up guys, Betty here, and today we're going to be talking about the brand new Tomb Raider, Rise of the Tomb Raider, which we're going to be seeing over the next few months. And I've got the Tomb Raider expert with me, Lydia, who knows way more about Tomb Raider than I do. So we're going to talk about the previous game so you guys can catch up, so we can then have a look at the new trailer as well, which we saw last week. What's kind of the rundown of the last Tomb Raider game? Because it was a complete reboot of the series. It was like a whole fresh start.
It went back to the roots of how she became the Lara Croft that we know now. So as it starts, she's this kind of, this weak woman who hasn't done much fighting, hasn't done much stuff like that. Yeah. And it's all how she gets with her team of explorers lost on this island, trapped on this island. She can't get off it, and she's faced with all these awful foes and enemies.
Yeah, I think it was the big moment for me in that game was the moment that she got caught in the camp, and like it was the first time that she had to escape. But it's a lot of fun. There's like the whole story is absolutely insane. Like leading off to getting off the island, which is kind of leading into the Rise of the Tomb Raider. So how does she go about getting off the island just so everyone knows and understands what's going on? Right,
so she's fighting against this evil cult who are trying to kill her and use her friend as a sacrifice. So Lara comes along and she kills the cult guy, spoilers, and she has to destroy a mummy of an old sun goddess, as you do, and she manages to get on a boat and get away. But so that sort of leads us into Rise of the Tomb Raider, because Lara Croft is not feeling very happy. As we saw in the last E3 trailer, she's seeing a psychiatrist because there's all this, mystical, crazy stuff she's dealt with, and she feels like she's going crazy and she needs to prove to everyone that she's not. And that leads us into the next game.
To the Rise of the Tomb Raider, which we're going to have a quick look at the trailer as well, because as it keeps going on behind us, and there's a few things, like we see some of like the legendary explorers, and then it kind of goes into like kind of the mountain range, because we know the game's based in Serbia. It is as well, though we're not 100% sure what this mountain range actually is, and it's just moments where you just think, how in the world is she actually surviving some of the stuff, like when the whole glacier breaks and you're just like,
that's crazy.
Okay. I don't think I'd be able to come out of that, but being Lara Croft,
Lara, she's fine. She can deal with it.
Because she's trying to find like the whole storyline of the game is that she's trying to find Kitesh, which is kind of the whole basis of it for immortality. Yeah,
she wants to prove to everyone, that it exists and sort of delve deep into that.
So Lydia, what's the first thing that you would really like to see in Rise of the Tomb Raider?
One thing I loved from Tomb Raider was the optional tombs that you could explore. Like, it felt like a real throwback to like old original Tomb Raider games, where it's very puzzle based. Yeah. There was no sort of threat of being attacked whilst you were doing it. You could really focus on the puzzle and just kind of go for it. But it was a shame because it was optional. It wasn't actually part of the gameplay. So I'd really like to see them, incorporate that more into Rise of the Tomb Raider.
Yeah, it's part of the main story, though it can be really frustrating when you get really stuck on one.
Yeah, it's frustrating and annoying, but that's why we love Tomb Raider, though, isn't it?
Well, the second thing that I would really like to see actually return in Rise of the Tomb Raider would be Lara's mansion or home, because that I can just remember spending countless hours just trying to do the obstacle course. It was a tutorial you never wanted to miss. And I remember it had tons of Easter eggs and little hidden things. The butler
was the best bit. Whenever you talk about Tomb Raider, you just think about that creepy little butler. Yeah. Like, the scariest moment in a non-scary game was that butler creeping up on you.
I think everyone's got that image of just like locking the butler in the freezer, getting him in there, and then his face is coming out of the wall.
It's coming out.
But I'd love to see that return, and like have all the Easter eggs and little hidden secrets, like being able to get to like the quad bike area and everything like that. Because I think that'd be really, really fun. It'd be a really good way to like add a tutorial to the game as well.
Something I would really like to see is more crafting. Like, I really like that whole RPG element, and we have got a little bit more information about what we can expect in Rise of the Tomb Raider. So there's going to be day and night systems and dynamic weather and things like that. So it's kind of cool, because if you have to hunt for a certain item of, clothing to keep warm, you have to hunt a certain animal who might only be out at night time, and so it's kind of the strategic element in it as well. So I really like that they're putting a bit of thought behind it, and I want to see what they do with that and expand on that.
I think one of my favourite things in Tomb Raider was those moments that made you jump out of your chair. Like the first time in Tomb Raider 2, when you had the boulder kind of like start chasing you and you were just like, I've just got to run.
One thing that I think the Tomb Raider series really would benefit from is local co-op. I mean, I don't know about you, but my sort of best gaming memories have always been playing, side by side with someone on the sofa.
No, it's something that I always used to do with my brother. It was like when we were younger, we'd always just like hop on, whether it was like Halo or anything like that. It'd be like, oh yeah, let's just do split screen like co-op and play together.
You could like team Lara up with, one of her other explorer friends, or a bear. You could play as a bear or the butler.
I mean, like, how you suddenly befriend a bear and it's just like, okay, I'm just going to control the bear and it's going.
Yeah,
It's
just
fine.
think about it. It works, you know, kind of. Just rampaging around as the bear and Lara's
Personality
psychic.
and stuff, it works.
Yeah, it works, definitely works.
Yeah.
I'd really love to see a cliffhanger ending because Rise of the Tomb Raider's kind of a whole relaunch of the new franchise, kind of whole new story to tell. But I just really like it to like end on like a moment where you're like, wait, what's going to happen? And then suddenly it's the end, and then like the legend continues or something like that.
Oh, that'd be so frustrating.
They don't do that in games anymore.
No.
It just makes you go like, I hate you.
Yeah.
But at the same time, make you want to play the next one when it comes out.
All right, so I'd just like to say once again a big thank you to Lydia and like kind of giving me an education on Rise of the Tomb Raider and Tomb Raider series in general. But guys, make sure to hit that subscribe button if you're not already subscribed to Xbox On. We got tons of exclusive content coming to this channel, especially during E3. We're gonna have tons of new games, everything like that. And also let us know in the comment section what you think of Tomb Raider and your memories as well. And I will see you guys next time.